Hey guys, and welcome to the Bears Week 16 defensive film breakdown. For this defensive breakdown, we have two versions of it. The new version that you are currently viewing, or the same version that we've been doing this whole season, which is in the article format. We wanted to try something new to get you guys content, so please let us know in the comments section, either on the article or in replies on Twitter, what you think of the new format, as this is something new that we are trying and we want to get feedback on what we could do better. So I'm going to talk about three plays that led to the shift of momentum in this game in the Bears' favor. So this was the first drive of the second half for the 49ers. And the Bears were down at this point. They were down by 2. It was 7-9. And the Bears' defense was doing a great job and needed to continue doing it. And they did that with these three plays that ended up leading to an entire shift in momentum. So let's go over those three. First off, we're going to go 1st and 10, 35-yard line. This is a fantastic play by none other than Khalil Mack. He forces the pressure, forces Mullens to get the ball out so fast that he just throws a lame duck to his wide receiver. So let's go over that. All right, Khalil Mack lined up here, 3-point stance. He's got Mike McGlinchey assigned to him, so he has to go against a rookie tackle, which is ideal scenario. So watch Khalil. How about his stance? Get to the outside. McGlinchey here over pursues on this. He has this extra help right here, but he's not taking it, and he goes after Mack, creating this gigantic hole that Mack quickly runs through, forcing Mullens to have to make a quick decision. And you could tell that by Mullens turning after his fake handoff and immediately looking at Mack. There is no receiver over here. The only thing that he is looking at is Khalil Mack. And he knows that he has to look back to the other side of the field and get a ball off now. This guy is running a dig, so he does not have a chance on that one. So this guy is just had his back turned, is just turning. So his only option is this deep ball. He does a good job finding that. His guy was open, but Khalil Mack got there, forced a bad throw. Now, I will say he did a great job. Defense as a whole did not do a great job, and I want to go over that. On this play, the Bears were in cover 3. You could tell that. Adrian Amos down here, clear sign of usual cover 3 for the Bears. And also, post-snap, you see Prince Amukamara, Kyle Fuller, and the replacement for Eddie Jackson, Deon Bush, backpedaling into their deep zones. Deon Bush is the one that caused a little bit of issues on this. It's really hard to replace Eddie Jackson, I understand that, but on this play, he is really staring down this receiver. He needs to pay attention to that receiver, no doubt, because that is going into his zone, it appears. But he is not watching anything else but this man. So when he's watching him, and then he changes his route where it's not going to be in his zone, he has no idea what else is going on. Behind him is this wide receiver. Now, this receiver ends up running deep out. But if this ended up being like a post right here, Bush is kept flat-footed. He runs a post. Bush isn't getting there. Not a chance. And Amukamara's going to have to make a really tough play on that. So there is that. But there's also this, that he ran this deep out, and he did not jump on it really quick enough because he was paying attention to this route, which again, he didn't have to because Roquan had him to here, and then he had Kyle Fuller over here who had nobody to cover, so he came over, and then he started to get this guy. That became his man. He should have flowed over and tried to help on this side instead, but he did that a little late. Now in this play, Prince Amukamara falls. Because Prince falls, there's no one here. Deon Bush is too far away. If this is a good ball, and Khalil Mack doesn't rush Nick Mullens, because this ball is off now. If this ends up being a good ball that ends up right here and Prince falls, that's a huge gain, or it's even a touchdown because Bush is not catching up. That'd be really tough for him to catch up if it's a good ball there. And then Amukamara would have to get up very quick to make a play. And I'm not sure if he makes that play. So, a couple things that I think Deon Bush can improve on. Again, I know it's really hard. I don't know how many safeties do make that play because it's very tough. But that is just the difference between Deon Bush and Eddie Jackson. Eddie Jackson is one of the best ball-hawking safeties in the league, if not one of the best ball-hawking safety in the NFL. So Bears definitely need him back for the playoffs, no doubt. So let's move on to the next play. Play 2, 2nd and 10, still on 35. And watch on this one, pay attention to Akeem Hicks first on this. Watch him go to work again on Mike McGlinchey. So let's watch this a little bit in slow motion. He gets inside. Akeem is flowing with the line. The line is flowing. The offensive line is going to left to help the play action work. But Akeem Hicks does not get fooled because if you watch him, his eyes are immediately on the quarterback right here. Does not get fooled at all. He starts running towards Mullins. And he actually does a really great play, an athletic play here by stopping, planting, and just basically just tossing away Mike McGlinchey and then getting to Mullins. Just watch that full speed. Just unreal. Now, he also, while he got there himself, he also assisted getting Khalil Mack there because, as you can see, Hicks is running inside. He forces McGlinchey to get to back up, and this tight end that is doing a swipe over, who is trying to go full speed at Khalil Mack, gets caught up. He has to stop running and hop out of the way. The 49ers gave Kittle that advantage because Kittle in a standing stance has no chance against Khalil Mack. But with a running start and powering through him, he will make contact and hopefully give Mullins enough time. But because he had to hop out of the way and got into the standoff right here, we all know who's going to win this battle, and he gets there. So this was actually an awesome play by Akeem Hicks to open up this play for others and getting to the ball himself. Coverage-wise, not really much to look at. I watched it over a couple times. Just a great job all around, but they really couldn't do anything anyway. So let's go on to the next one. All right. We got 3rd and 10 here. So on this one, Vic Fangio decides to send Danny T down. And that wreaked havoc for Nick Mullins again. So let's watch this. So Danny T gets sent down. And he gets picked up by Mike McGlinchey. And Khalil Mack is given a free shot towards Nick Mullins. And Mullins does get the ball off, but he gets it out late, which I'll talk about in a second. But first, I want to talk about this whole, how this all worked out. So, the reason that Khalil Mack was open was not McGlinchey's fault. So watch here. Bilal Nichols does a fantastic job here. Going towards the guard. Almost engaging in him. And then going to the opposite side. Guard is so focused on Bilal Nichols that he doesn't deal with this blitzing linebacker. So this blitzing linebacker has to be picked up by someone, and the only guy that can is Mike McGlinchey. And with that, Khalil Mack is given a wide open shot to Mullins. And again, Mullins actually does a pretty decent job getting this ball off. 49ers run this little angle where running back goes out, up the field, back in again. Bears run this decent amount of times with Cohen. But because of the pressure, catches the ball. Amos tackles him 1 yard short. Now, with how this ball was thrown, if Mullins even gets an extra second, this is a first down. The ball isn't going to be as that slight bit behind because he had to slow down a little bit for it, and it'll be a little bit farther downfield. It would be more so like here, which would be that extra yard. He would have the first down. 49ers continue to drive, but because Khalil Mack stopped him, that drive is killed. So overall, this is actually just a fantastic concept by Vic Fangio to force the guard to pay attention to Bo Nickal so much, make the tackle pick a Trevathan, and have Khalil Mack get to Nick Mullins. So after all of this, this drive ends. 4th and 1, 49ers like to punt. 49ers punt this ball off. Bears take it down the field. And Jordan Howard gets a touchdown at the end of this drive. Bears get the lead and do not let go of this. So these 3 plays ended up making a huge difference in the game. The whole momentum ended up switching with this and the next drive. 49ers couldn't come back. So these 3 plays made a huge difference. I felt like they're not really talked about because it was an awkward time, but when you go back, watch the film, you realize these important plays, these important stands that they made. This was one of the most important stands of the entire game. So yeah, thank you for watching this film breakdown. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please let me know what you think of it in the comments of the article or on Twitter, anywhere that this video is distributed. So thank you very much for your time.